go! Here we go! Here we go! Yeah!
Against CeeDee Lamb. This time CeeDee Lamb's in the
Introducing your starting lineup for your three amigos. From Stop 6, Texas, the 817, a member of the 300-pound club, your starting center, the big fella, Dallas Cowboy Chris. And from the 915, Cholo Town in West Texas, 21, can you do something for me? How about them Cowboys? 21, Armando 21. And from the great state of Arizona, your third string defensive tackle, Mr. 520 himself. And he's mic'd up, Mikey 520.
What's up, Cowboys, Cowboy fans, America's team. It is game day, guys. It is game day versus those hated Carolina Panthers. The other two amigos, or maybe they bank robbing or something. They doing something, man. I don't know what the hell, but we always got a backup plan. And y'all know what the backup plan is. Y'all know him, my man, Rue from Allow Me a Buddy in Sports. What's up, fam? What's going on today?
Yeah, baby, I'm in the holiday spirits. I know it ain't Thanksgiving yet, but we only a week away. And damn it, boy, it's going to be a good day. We got a noon game for once. Don't normally get them noon games. And, it's going to be nice to get the day out of the way before halftime, I'm hoping.
Yeah. Hey, man, I was thinking that too. I was like, man, I'm up early. I said, man, the game starts at 12 o'clock. We ain't used to these 12 o'clock kicks. Normally we 3 o'clock. Or the prime time game, but it is what it is. We only got a few of them this year. We had one, and this is our second. I think this is the last one we have this year.
I think, yeah, we only have a couple.
Yeah,
we don't have many. Everything's either at 3 or at 7.
At 7, I think, I'm not for sure. The last game of the season's at 12. I'm not for certain, but
I mean, they got to give America time to watch their Cowboys.
Yeah, America, you got to, especially people in the South, why Cowboys always played at 3? Because the South is the Bible Belt. So, people got to go to church. They get up, they go to church, they do their thing, and then they'll have time to come home to watch the Cowboys. So, that's the majority.
Noon kickoff, that pastor talking very fast.
Oh, yeah, man.
At least he better be.
Hey, it's more, hey, Rue, it's more like Sunday school. Hey, man, y'all better get y'all butt here at 8 o'clock.
You better hurry up. We're trying to leave on time today, sir. I ain't trying to hear no more songs. Songs are over.
We'll definitely leave it on time and stuff, man. But, hey, man, I'm excited about today's game, man. I know a lot of people aren't excited by the opponent, but like I said, I'm always excited to see that star on the field, okay? Every Sunday, I get hyped up for it. I was like, man, I get to see my boys on the field, and let's see what we going to do. See if we going to get some domination today from them Cowboys, man. What's your feelings about the game today, brother?
So the biggest thing for me, I honestly, the first thing I did this morning, I went to my local betting site, and I just wanted to see what the numbers were. Wanted to see where we're at today. Wanted to see what Vegas thought. And obviously, man, what really caught my attention was this injury report that we didn't get to go over this past week. And man, we got some notable names on here. I don't know if you've noticed or not.
No, let's talk about it. Go ahead,
man. So Rico Dowdle is questionable with an ankle, and obviously questionable means he probably will still play. He is our backup at the end of the day, but he is a great change of pace back, and we've been talking about him for weeks and how we want to see him get more involved in this offense. And the fact that he's got that ankle tweak does kind of concern me a little bit, but this is one of those games where they should be able to control and take over. So I'm hoping that it's not going to be a hindrance to this offense, and Tony Pollard should have a big day today. I feel like Tony's due for a big day this week. Man, the other one that really stuck out to me, man, is Kevontae Turpin. probable with a shoulder. That one's huge for me because Cavante's really been a big part of, finding different ways to score for this offense. And for him to be probable, that's a concerning sign. The other one, Jalen Tolbert's got probable for a knee. But the biggest one, man, has got to be Oso Digizua. Oso Digizua is probable with a hamstring.
Dude, I didn't know that.
Has been
I didn't
an
know.
instrumental part of this D line, man. And I definitely want to see him healthy. I'm hoping that they give him limited reps today. We should be able to control Carolina's run game because they don't really have much of one. And he's probably the biggest name for me. He's the biggest one where I'm like, man, I hope he gets his rest, gets back healthy because we're going to need him in the weeks to come.
Well, to me, that's telling me that Mozzie is going to get a lot of play today. If Osa is not going to play. And I think it'll be a good opportunity, man, to give him more reps, especially against the Panthers. The Panthers' offensive line, man, has been really, it's been pretty terrible. Poor Bryce, he's been running for his life, man.
No, they should use and abuse that O-line. They should absolutely use and abuse that O-line. I'm thinking 5 sacks today at minimum. Right. For this defense as a whole. You should see at least 5 to 6 sacks today.
And I said that on my upcoming 60 seconds with the Cowboys, at least 5. But then with Turpin being out, of course, there's opportunities for Deuce. Because remember, last week Deuce was returning kickoffs and everything. He was a lot of special teams. So it'll give him an opportunity to be active today. Maybe he can get a little action. And who was the other one? You said it was Turpin, it was Digizua, and who else was it?
So Dowdle's questionable. Peyton Hendershot is questionable with an ankle. Both of them have an ankle. Turpin's probable with a shoulder. Okay. Jalen Tolbert's probable with a knee. And Oso Digizua is probable with a hamstring. This is all courtesy of covers.com.
Yeah, because, to me, questionables and probables, they playing.
Probable is actually, I disagree, man, because probable, I don't think they playing. Questionable, they usually play. But really? Probable is like a game time decision kind of deal usually in my experience with probable. Probable a lot of times is either they're like game time decisions. A lot of time they don't really see the field. If they do, it's on a very limited basis.
Right. It's funny to me when you see probable around Tyron's name, he ain't playing.
Oh yeah, 100%. So he's not going to sniff the field, let alone touch it.
If he's listed any kind of damn way, he ain't playing.
Hey, but you know what though? He's been playing great as he's been on the field, man. The fact is he's put up some very good numbers for an offensive lineman this year in the games that he's played. So he's definitely stepped up and done what he needed to do in order to be productive for this offensive line. Because we feel the difference when he's gone. When he's gone and it's Chuma, you know what I'm saying, or it's somebody else, whoever they decide to stick over there, it's just like, it feels different when he's gone. So you feel his presence, and that's a good thing from him.
Man, and I'm digging this pitch count they doing with him, during practice, because they did that with Charles Haley, they did it with Emmitt Smith, they did it with Dion, with Mike McCarthy, they call it the Hall of Fame practice schedule.
It's not necessary. He knows what to do.
Not, because
that's necessary. Just keep him fresh. Keep him on the bike. Keep him loose.
Yeah. Long as he's in
let him
film,
do stretches and shit.
Yeah, long as he's in film study, man.
Yeah,
he'll know the game plan. Hey, Root, let's talk about this, man. Keys of the game today. The keys of the game. My keys are simple, man. You cannot, absolutely in no way, form, or fashion, give the Panthers any kind of confidence. Kind of confidence. Okay, we can't have them opening series march down and get 7. We can't have them get a turnover on our first possession or anything. We can't give them any kind of momentum. I believe the Cowboys, need to dominate this game from start to finish, man, just so to take all hope out of their system, because when you got that limping dog and you give him hope, he'll come back and bite you if you let him. So brother, what's your keys of the game?
My keys to this game is to put relentless pressure on the rookie Bryce Young. That he shouldn't be able to breathe today. He should have 15 to 20 pressures, 5 to 6 sacks. He should be in for a long and rough day. it should be very difficult for him to do anything today, especially with the limited weapons that he has around him. Take Thielen away. I don't want to hear Thielen's name today. I don't want to hear Thielen go off for some stupid number or whatever. Take Thielen away today, and we should be completely fine in terms of whatever else you're looking in this secondary. But I definitely don't want to hear Thielen's name called out today. Take advantage of their run defense, man. Their run defense is one of the bottom run defenses in the league. They do not have a good run stopping ability on the defensive side of the ball. And I want Tony Pollard should have a big day today. I believe that this is going to be a Tony Pollard kind of week, and we're going to continue to see us kind of run through the pass like we've been seeing with the quick screens and the quick slants that you've been seeing, quick offense. I talked about how I thought Dak Prescott was going to have 4,000 yards this season. And this is how I said that it would basically happen, man. We're going to run through the pass with these short plays, and he should continue to be successful with that. Now, Carolina's secondary is relatively underrated. They do actually have a pretty decent secondary. They took a guy that I really wanted in the draft, and J.C. Horn, that I know is one of their productive players on the secondary level. But we should have enough offense to completely stifle them. And I really expected to be kind of like a running day. The only thing that scares me is that, and this is the gambler in me, and it has nothing to do with the game. Just it has to do with Vegas. 10.5-point road favorite is always a scary number for me, man. I hate that number. I hate that double-digit favorite, and especially that you're on the road as that favorite. It comes with a certain level of expectation. And, this is one of those games where it's like, you've been saying it for weeks. No more trap games. You need to handle your business today. I fully expect them to handle their business, control the clock, control the run game, control the offense, control the trenches, and cover and win this game handedly.
So, man, and let's talk about Tony Pollard, because I know we brought him up twice already on the show. We've been asking or calling for Tony Pollard, man, for the last 8 weeks. Okay, when is Tony gonna show up? When is Tony gonna show up? My thing is he going to show up? This is the perfect game for him to show up, but will he show up? Because, man, I'm like this. Until the Cowboys decide how to run Tony, you're not going to get that explosive Tony anymore, man. It really bothers me when they run him up the middle. I'm looking for him on sweep, off tackle plays, trap plays, because that's where you get that explosiveness from Tony Pollard. The A gap and B gap running from Tony Pollard, man, it is abysmal. I mean, because we got power backs like Rico, and we still been begging for Hunter Lemke for 8 weeks, man, especially down on the goal line. It's just because as football fans and people who play football, you always want power when you need to get that 1 yard or as them Sheagles do the tushy pushy and all that other crap, because it's all power right there.
Yeah. And
I don't think at this time the Cowboys got any power in the back. And then the people that do have it, they don't put him on the field. So, man, if Tony breaks through today, man, I will be so happy, just so we can kind of silence this. Because remember how we were looking for Brandon Cooks all year.
Yeah.
And we got him. And once we saw it, we like, oh, we need more. We need more. There he is.
I know that guy. I've seen that guy before.
Yeah, that same guy that had 1,000 yards last year.
Yeah, that's that guy right there. I recognize you.
And hey, as Cowboy fans, that's what we want today with Tony Pollard. Remember him?
I remember that guy. Yeah. Busted open for 50 yards on any given play. I remember that guy.
That's TV20, and man, and that's what we fell in love with Tony Pollard, man, just because he was so explosive, because he was so different from Zeke, because last year, I used to call Zeke the family wagon. Zeke is gonna carry you to the grocery store. He gonna take the kids to school. He gonna drop you off at church. In baseball and soccer practice. And Tony Pollard was your sports car. Hey man, it's the weekend. It's me and the girl. We're gonna hit the mountains and the hills that down there in Austin. Turn a few corners, baby. You know how it is. That's how Tony Pollard was last year. But now Tony Pollard has turned into the Kia Rio.
Oh, dude. And you know what, though? For me, though, on that, it's key for Rico to step up and do what he's been doing.
Right.
because, and it's funny because everybody's like, who's going to be the starter? Who's the real starter for this team? And it's like, you know what? I don't even know why that matters. Most successful teams in this league have a running back by committee. Most of them do. We went through it. We went through it months ago. How many guys pay their running backs that go to the Super Bowl and win? There ain't a lot of people on that list. I'm just telling you right now. Really, there's none. And the fact is, these things come by committee, and the committee is going to help Pollard. The committee is going to give Pollard that structure that he had last year to be so successful. He was successful because he was in and out on plays, and he got his opportunities. He was still getting 15 to 20 carries a game, which is a lot, but they were dispersed, and they were using him correct. They were using him better last year, which is really funny to think, because Kellen Moore, like the little things about Kellen Moore, because it's really funny, right? Because they've fallen on their face in Los Angeles. And everybody told me when he left that he was going to get a better quarterback and be more successful in LA. And these boys are barely at 500 and 21. Can you do something for me?
What's going on, fellas?
Good morning. Did you have a late night last night? 21?
So let me tell you guys something, man. When you come back from Vegas, it takes like 2 or 3 days, man. It takes like 2 or 3 days max recovery mode. But 21 been in recovery mode, but we back. Let's get these Panthers out the way, man. It's gonna be a good game. It's an early game, y'all. So I feel like we're gonna get off here and it's game time.
Yeah, Rue, as always, to hear those sexy Latin voices. That's Rico Suave in the morning. That motherfucking voice is like
he got real deep on us real quick.
My name is 21.
First of all, my bad, man, but welcome everybody to the Coffee on Cowboys, baby, on Sunday morning. Appreciate that, Rue. Appreciate you stopping by. We got the third amigo in the building.
Yeah. Hey, man, I talked to when I was on the phone with Mikey last night. His voice is jacked up. He's gonna try to get on, but you know how it is,
bro.
Man.
I couldn't understand him on the phone, bro. I tried my damnedest. He called me on the phone. I started talking to him, and he can get passionate and shit when he be saying some shit sometimes. But bro, when he got passionate the other day, I was like, bro, I don't know what the fuck you just said. You got your shit is jacked right now. Like, I felt so bad for him because I knew he wanted to get it out, but he was struggling, bro. I was like, bro, damn,
Mikey,
bro, I know
my man be mic'd up for real. And the reason we call him mic'd up because his voice is like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He got that inflection and everything where he can illuminate the whole world with his voice, but when it's gone, man, it was rough.
I felt bad, bro. He couldn't. It just. I was like, oh, dude, I know you're struggling right now.
But 21, me and Rue was talking about the keys of the game. Mine was, not letting the Panthers get off to a good start. Rue's was, Tony Pollard. What's yours, man? What's your keys to the game today, brother?
Defense. Let's continue to manhandle these offensive lines. We know they're not strong there, so let's continue to do what we've been doing with this defense and this offense.
$21.
What happened?
I think he froze.
No.
I think 21 froze.
Yeah, he's frozen. I thought all of us froze for a minute.
Yeah, I was like, is it me?
Is it? We lost 21.
Yeah. Hey,
he is in the world of the buffer.
Yeah. Hey, the buffer. hey, you remember you remember I was in that world a couple of weeks ago, man? It was like it was like
no, but when you do it, if you turn to the side, that beard is just bam. So it don't look bad. You're just hanging out. Poised like a Greek god and shit.
Oh,
here we go.
Man.
Did we get him back?
Yeah,
there we go.
There he is. What's up,
you left us off with the offense. What do you think? Defense, the offense. Yeah. No. Did we lose him again?
Okay. There we go. Man.
Okay.
Got
you. All right.
I got a comment now. We not doing good.
Yeah, you buffing. You buffing
Yeah,
hard,
he's still
bro.
out of there.
Hey,
I thought it was catching, but it's gone.
Yeah, you may want to log out among Mondo and come right back in. Yeah.
Look.
Yeah, a little. There
we go.
All right. Yeah, he gonna log back in. So let's look at when he get back. We'll get back on keys of the game. Rue. So who do you think is going to be the player to watch though today for the Panthers up now? And let's exclude Thielen and let's exclude Bryce Young. Who is your guy that you just really need to pay attention to?
If you're gonna take those guys from me, they really need to take care of the ball in the secondary, because that's I think the only place where this defense can really hurt us is in their secondary.
Mm-hmm.
Because they do have a pretty decent corner and safety room in terms of in terms of what they offer and where they're ranked in the NFL. And I'm trying to outside of JC Horn, I'm trying to think of who these guys have, but all I can go by is what they've done in terms of the numbers, and the numbers say that their secondary has been one of the best it's been one of the top ones in the league in terms of where they stand number wise.
Right. I think he's back. I think he's back.
Snap.
Man, I'm telling you, man, this McDonald's Wi-Fi is acting up right now, man.
Quit using McDonald's Wi-Fi. I told you about that, bro.
Oh, man, as I was saying before, I got rudely interrupted by the sorry ass Wi-Fi that I got right now. But so my I feel like the offense is coming around to where it's like I'm not really worried. Dak is at a point where I'm looking and I'm like, man, okay, I'm not worried about Dak right now. I'm not worried about him. As the big fella always stated, let him throw picks. But as we get the W and he gives us, that chance that we've been looking for to have a quarterback that we're not gonna be, worried about. That's what it's looking like right now. So I'm not this defense. I wanted to continue to dominate,
right.
but stay healthy at the same time. So that's definitely my keys to the game, is this defense consistency to keep dominating these teams that we know we have to go in here and dominate.
All right. Hey, Rue, I always got this dang segment here, man. What is your bold statement of the game? What is something that you think out the box is going to happen today in the game?
I feel like the defense coming away with the tub today. This is just one of those games where they're getting a touchdown. Defense should reign supreme in this game. Like, honestly, they don't have a lot on the offensive side of the football, man. I think it's Tremble at tight end, Chuba at running back. Adam Thielen is the number one. Like, you got DJ Chark. So it's like, we should dominate on defense, man. They should be chomping at the bit to score this week. This is one of the Cowboys are the highest scoring defense for the last 2 or 3 seasons straight, if I'm not mistaken. I know they lead the league in turnovers for those last 2 to 3 years. This is a game where they score. If you want something off the wall, that's what they're gonna give you off the wall. That defense coming away with points today.
Mondo, what's your bold thoughts of the day, man? That may happen today, bro.
You know what time it is? It's Turpin time today, baby. I think we see Turpin run one back, man, in Charlotte, North Carolina. So
special teams.
Special
teams, man. That special teams definitely gonna show out today, and I think we see Turpin time today, man.
Yeah, I know. Rue had an injury report this morning, and Turpin
I didn't even check it. Is he even in?
Yeah, I think is he on the questionable or the probable? Which one?
So Turpin is probable, which makes me nervous. It makes me think he won't play.
Yeah,
Turpin
you know what?
Probable with the shoulder.
And definitely, I'm gonna take that back because probable is more like he ain't gonna play.
Probable is like game time. He gonna be in or out, maybe.
Right.
You know what, man? I misspoke on their damn defense. I don't even see JC Horn on here. I could have sworn JC Horn was one of their starting corners. I don't think he is.
Fellas, I got a quick, and I've been itching to tell you guys about this because I didn't even send it in the group chat, but I want to see what you guys think about this. This is Ricardo Morales, man. Shout out to the Space Cowboy Med on Twitter, man. But the Dallas Cowboys since 2016 week of a Sunday game, right? Thanksgiving and Thursday night game after. So this is it. 2016, we played Baltimore, we won. We played Washington, we won. 2017, we played Philly, we lost. We played the Chargers, we lost. 18, Atlanta won, Washington won. 19, New England lost, Buffalo lost. And this is continuing. Arizona lost. This is 2020, LL. 2021, LL. 2022, WW. So 2023, it's either we win or we lose these next two games. It's what I'm seeing here.
Wow. So we got a trend in this Thanksgiving pocket.
When the game is broadcasted on Fox, 3-1, 3-0 with Dak. When the game is broadcasted on CBS, which is today, the game when the game is broadcasted on CBS, 0-3. The Cowboys are 5-1 with Dak on the following Thursday night game.
Let me see. I didn't even know he was on.
I like these little stats. I like these little,
and those are those funny ones where it's like it really ain't got shit to do with the game, right? Exactly, but it gives you that like, why is it like that on these days and like these times? Why? It's like it trends like that.
Well, good news. Like that. Good news, we are on Fox today, not on CBS. So,
are we on Fox today?
Okay. Yeah, we're on Fox.
Well, you know what? That makes sense because the NFC.
Yeah. Now on Thursday, I don't. Matter of fact, I'm in the man cave, so I can go to Thursday.
I think Thursday will be CBS.
Thursday we are on CBS.
Yeah,
we are on CBS.
And you know what? Why am I tripping? Who we got next week? Why am I blanking right now?
You so right.
The Commanders.
Commanders next week. Oh, Cowboys and Indians. Here we go.
So,
we got.
What do you guys think? Is this something more of a on the superstitious side? Is this something we got to look at? Because it's early. Because he's early.
To me, long as you light the damn candle, we fine.
All right, there it is.
As long as he light that candle.
As long as you light the damn candle, we fine, bro. It's funny. I say, man, 21 ain't sent me my damn candle yet. I need my damn candle. We need to be all in unison.
This week they gonna be in production this week.
Man, y'all gotta excuse me. My damn dog been let loose. I was like, what the hell is that smell? His ass over there snoring and farting. Anyway, hey, that's the price you pay to have a bulldog, man. I'm telling you, if you never had a bulldog in your life, get prepared for flatulence.
Oh hell,
it's deadly.
That and drool. My buddy had a bulldog, man. That dog, if that dog fell in your lap, his whole chin would get your whole pants wet.
But hey, man, let me give my bold statement off of 21. So if Turpin don't play, that means Deuce has to play. Okay, that's right. Because Deuce will be returning the kicks and punts and everything. Yeah. And if Deuce play, man, let's get a Deuce sight and let's get him in the end zone for the first time. How about that? Man. The Cowboy Nation will go crazy except for Cowboy Corner. He the only one that hated him. I was like, Cowboy Corner, how do you hate the little man, the underdog? But he hates him. I was like, look, but yeah, let's see if we can get my man number 42 Deuce in the end zone today.
I think he just hates him because he feels like in his mind, I guess he's like made himself think that he's like stolen somebody else's opportunity that should have been on the team instead of him. Yeah, but I still maintain, bro. I understand that Deuce has small size, but that don't mean that NFL don't change your body again. Like these guys change in college, and then they change again in the NFL. They don't stay the same. Their body morphs into NFL style player, within a season or two. And I'm betting by next year, we're going to see a different style, maybe a little bit more bulk on Deuce, especially through another offseason and everything else. This year, I mean, obviously it is what it is, but I feel like in the next coming years, you're going to see him pack on some size. He's going to have to if he's going to be successful.
And I'm pretty sure he's noticed and he's been told, hey, we got to pack on that way because these boys, they're big out here. So, so I definitely agree with Rue. I think that, we're going to start seeing more of Deuce, but I think Deuce, he's got to hit that weight room.
Yeah. Yeah. And man, let's talk about our defensive coordinator, man. You know how I've been down on him for a couple of weeks until they played the Giants. You know, where he kind of unleashed a ass whooping of epic proportion. Is he gonna unleash today, man? Is he gonna move Micah around today? Is he gonna let Sam actually rush today, get on the field? You know, because like I said, man, I think we just got so many defensive packages, man, that we can use to get to the quarterback. And just sometimes it seems like Dan can get stubborn with it. Rue, what's your thoughts, man, on Dan? You think he gonna let him go today?
You know, I'm curious to know what you think about that Eagles game, because I don't feel like he let us down in that Eagles game. I feel like he gave us the opportunities that we needed to come back and win that game.
Yeah, well, the Eagles game, I was satisfied with the defense except for that third quarter. That third quarter drove me absolutely batty. You're right. They couldn't get off the field. They couldn't get off the field.
But they also couldn't score in that quarter either.
Yep.
Yeah.
So like that fell, they both fell on their face in that point. But you got to think, man, that defense gave you 2 opportunities within 5 minutes of real chances to score. That's impressive. Then that's hard to do. When we didn't convert that 4th and 8 that he threw out of bounds, basically.
Yeah.
I thought it was over. I was like, there's no way we're getting the ball with an allotment of time that's actually going to work.
Right.
And the fact that we did, defense stood tall on that. And to answer your question for this week, 100% yes. I just said it. I think they're going to score. I really feel like they should dominate this offensive front for them. This game in the trenches should be dominated. We should be able to manhandle them up front.
Right. 21. What you think about Danny? Is he going to let him go today?
You know what? I say yes, and the reason I say yes is that I feel like these 2 games that we've played and that one of them that we're about to play today is a triad game. I feel like they got things in the scheme that they're about to try that, you know, maybe might want to see if this works, that works. So I think that yes, they're gonna let this defense go, and I think he's gonna try some schemes and, you know, something that he can use down the road. I think that this is where he'll be doing that with, and I want to see Sam Williams out. We saw Sam Williams did against the Giants.
Dude,
so I want to continue to see Sam Williams out there.
He just got a burst, man. And, you know, it's that to me. Okay, you know they're gonna key on number 11. Okay,
yeah.
When you got other pass rushers on the field like Sam and Fowler at the same time as Micah, it's hard to double Micah.
Yeah.
That's my point, okay?
Yeah.
Because the fucking best player in I'm sorry, I'm cussing on Sunday morning. I'm sorry, mommy, if you watch it. The best defensive player in my opinion is Micah Parsons. But sometimes he could, like, if somebody asked me, man, what was Micah Parsons against the Giants? I was like, yeah, he was there. We really didn't need him. But you are curious where he doesn't have much success against the Giants. I still don't know why. You know, he gets pressures, but he don't get, you know, sacks and nothing like that. But the reason I say, man, Dan, okay, this is the day that you need to get creative, you know, on the defensive side. So, man, because before you know it, man, January is going to be here. I mean, we are already at the end of Thanksgiving. I mean, end of November is Thanksgiving. So, you know, this is when Bill Parcells used to say, man, this is when the season start now. Start. So that was another reason why I say, man, there's no such thing as freaking trap games anymore. That trap shouldn't even be in your vocabulary unless you're talking about the Atlanta music. You know, we listen to some trap music today. That's about the only thing I want to hear in trap. Because I think the Cowboys need to go out there and exert dominance, man. I mean, they really need to put them out their misery quick, because that's what they did to them.
You guys, I know. While I was coming on the plane, did you guys see their injury report? They have everybody out.
Oh, the Panthers.
Yeah.
They having a rough time, man. They got a lot of people on the injury report, and that's what I mean, though. You know, they got all them hurt players, man. Don't give them backups confidence that they can hang with you. You know, you need to put them out there, man. Hey, I'm really excited about today's game. I know a lot of people like, man, it's just the Panthers. No, I want to see the Cowboys out there and exerting dominance, because to me, you practice what you preach. You know,
what I'm excited about is to see if we can see some new things, that we're gonna be like, oh, okay, I didn't see this. Oh, I see what you're doing, which whether it's on the offense or defense, I like Chris said, this is where you play around with some things, show, try some things.
Right. Hey, so my next topic, man, really, y'all know CD broke a record last week about the most catches and yards in a 3-game series. Will he do it in the 4-game series? Will CD have over 100 yards today? Will he have a tug today? What do y'all think? What's CD gonna do today?
I say CD gets it. I see CD gets another 100 yard game. I do feel like Carolina, obviously they're gonna scheme for him. They're planning. They're gonna put 2 people on him. If they could put 3, they probably would, because they know what CD brings to the table. But I still think that him and Dak, just right now, they can't be stopped. That duo right now, it's just there's a chemistry going on right now. It's just rolling, and we've been seeing it these past few games. So I think that it continues. They shout out to my man CD Lamb. They put his gloves and the ball, I believe, in the Hall of Fame, right?
Yeah,
I believe so. So shout out to CD, man.
Man, Rue, what you think, man?
I really feel like this game is going to be a running type style game. I like, obviously, CD has been absolutely explosive. And if we do get yards through the air, I have no doubt that he will get a big chunk of them like he has been the last 4 weeks. Mm-hmm. But my number is probably around 85 plus for him.
Okay.
Could I see him getting 100? Yeah, I can see him getting 100 just because he's that damn good. But and their defense, as good as they are, as much better as they are in the secondary, they're still very porous. I just feel like this is going to be. I feel like they're going to get Tony involved this week. I feel like that's going to be the game plan for the week, just because they're so bad up front on both sides of the ball that they're just going to use and abuse them for 3 quarters. And by the end of it, you should see us coming in with Cooper. It should be one of those type of weeks. Now, this is still the NFL, and these games all of these games have a tendency to just throw a wrench in the whole scheme, because I'll tell you what, if you play a pick'ems every week, spread or no spread, guess what? The guys who are supposed to win every week don't win every freaking week. It happens all the time. We see it a lot.
We'll all be rich if that was the case.
I'm just saying, like, if it was just so easy to predict, everybody would be, batting 1,000, making these predictions, like, and nobody would be missing. Everybody would know, and it would just be understood. But that's not the way this game works. And just like Mondo said with them stats and like those weird things that happen on these weird days, that double-digit favorite on the road, that's a real thing, man. Like, that's one of them things where it's like, are they going to cover this, that, and the other? And I truly feel confident that they will, because I don't see how they're going to create any offense. They shouldn't have the time to create offense this week. Chuba is not running past this defense. Nobody has really exploded across this, as a single player against this defense this entire season. It's not like last year where we were averaging up 125 yards a game against us. This year, we are actually pretty stifling against the run. So they're not going to be successful in that point. Their offensive line is not good. This defense should create the pressure for Bryce to be completely frazzled back there. This should be a dominant performance by the Cowboys. It 100% should be. Could it go another way? I mean, maybe. But that would be a weird. I feel like if it did go another way, it'd be like we got in our own way. We're throwing pigs. We're putting the ball on the field. We're muffing punts or something. Like, that's the only way I see them being able. They'd have to get into some really great situations where they're in plus territory and they just, they go up and score and stifle us on defense. But if I don't see how they beat us, man. I don't see how they get the offense to beat us. I don't know how they're even going to get a first down.
But don't you hate going into these games?
Yes, I hate these games.
Like,
I hate
like,
it when I feel this confident. I really do. I hate it when I feel this confident going into a game because I always feel like you could clip this at the end of it. I'm gonna put my foot right in my mouth, and the the Carolina Panthers fans that are out there clip that shit like, "Ah, we got you."
we got you.
How many?
The 10 of them that are out there.
Hey, we're not gonna troll the Carolina Panther fans today. We're not gonna do it. We're not gonna make enemies with the Panther fans. You know?
What's crazy is that I actually know one guy.
Yeah, I know one guy too.
My cousin, man.
I know one too. My uncle's a Carolina Panther fan. Yeah, he's a Carolina. That's the only one I know, and because he was a big Cam Newton
there's
fan.
one guy on TikTok, and he's pretty funny, man. He's actually pretty damn funny. I forget his name, but he's like a big old Carolina fan. He's always like in the outfit and shit. He's got like a giant hat.
Hey man, like we always say, man, rep your damn team. Shit,
I'm not mad at
rep your damn team.
Sometimes I really wish everybody didn't love and hate the Cowboys because, bro, you know how much cheaper tickets would be?
For real, man.
Any idea, bro? My boy is in DC today. My boy's in DC, right? His
you ain't
wife.
Gotta tell me. I already know. Go ahead,
bro. His wife is a Commanders fan,
mm-hmm.
right? They got tickets for the Giants and the Commanders today.
Mm-hmm.
They got 50-yard line front row. Ask me how much them tickets were, bro.
Probably 200.
What do you think, Mondo?
Probably like $100.
Bro, they were 150 a ticket, dog.
Dude, Armando, that's why I tell you.
Row, dude. I was like, oh, that's so sick.
Armando, that's why I tell you, man, I love going to DC to watch the Cowboy game. Because, man, we got lower level seats right there where the Cowboys running in out the tunnel. Me and my wife bought tickets, man, and I spent $100 per seat.
Damn.
Lower level. You can't even get in the fourth level in AT&T for $100, bro.
No, bro.
You can't even get up there. You can't even get a seat
for $100. You're
standing.
You are standing, sir.
Yeah.
You'll be lucky to stand for $100.
170 for standing room only for the Eagles game, man.
No.
And bro, those standing room seats, bro, from what I know, they really suck, man. They really are not cool, man.
Yeah.
It's not cool because, like, bro, you can't move. You can't go. And if you get off that railing, bro, you're not getting back. You're not getting back. Like, you're not going to the bathroom. You're not going to the freaking, concession stand. You standing there for 4 hours.
We figured out a trick how to get past it. This is what we do if we ever do standing room. And the top, this is just information for Cowboy fans who are going to buy standing rooms for any game. At the very top of the stadium, in both end zones, there are bars. Okay,
yeah,
they have big giant TVs and seating. Okay, so the first 3 quarters we go and sit at the bar, watch the game in the stadium. So we sitting the whole time, and in the fourth quarter we'll go to the standing room area to get a little feel of the game. And that's how we get away with it. I mean, because I'm not standing for 4 quarters at no damn Cowboy game. It's just
I tell you what, that's what I told the wife. I said, you know what? I don't want. I'll go and just walk around the whole stadium, the whole game, shit.
Yeah,
because I can walk.
Yeah. So, but Mom, that's how we do it. But anyway, man, let's get back to these hated. So, man. Hey, so we all we got a split jury on the CD catches. Okay, let's talk about number 4. Dak Prescott, man, he's been on fire. Everybody has been talking about Dak being in the MVP conversation for the last couple of weeks. Is it Jeff Fox? Is it Foxworthy who said it on ESPN? Say that Dak has been the best quarterback the last 4 weeks. And of course, you always have pushback from the Cowboys haters talking about of course, the first thing out their mouth, they hadn't played anybody. And that's very irritating because when like if say Patrick Mahomes will play the Arizona Cardinals or Patrick Mahomes play the Raiders and he has 500 yards passing, he's still the best quarterback all time. But if Dak Prescott does it, he ain't playing nobody. It's always going to be a double standard for Dak and the Cowboys. it really sucks. But what do y'all think, man? What y'all think? Old number 4. That's his new name for me. Old number 4. It's kind of like the Tennessee whiskey is old number 7. Dak is old number 4. What do you think old number 4 gonna do today? 21.
Dak is gonna shred up this defense, man. I think Dak is gonna come out here and play lights out like he's been playing. I think that we're also gonna get another Cooper Rush sighting just because Dak is gonna come out here and do what he has to do, and dominate. Right now I feel like we're entering this new era of Dak is gonna be the top quarterback. Dak is the top quarterback. I feel like it's we're seeing the decline of the other quarterbacks who everybody has up here in on the threshold, and we're seeing the decline and fall of them, and we're seeing the rise of Dak, and people are confused right now. They continue to hate, but I think that Dak is showing out right now, and he's at a point where, like I said earlier, I don't really have to worry about that. What I've been seeing these past few games is consistency of him, so I expect that to see that today, just consistency in him as far as, delivering the ball. And it's been looking nice, man, the way he's been delivering the ball and everything. So, old number 4, man, he gets it done today.
What you got, Rue, on old number 4?
I believe that this game should feel like a home game for them. So I really expect to hear him control this offense like he has been, especially at home. Because there's going to be a ton of Cowboys fans in Carolina. There's no question about that. That stadium is going to be blue, but it's going to be our shade of blue. I'm going to tell you that right now. But aside from that, man, I just expect him to continue on. I'm like 270 kind of day, tub, 270 in the tub, because I still feel like Pollard's going to go off for at least 100 today, maybe get 2 out of him, maybe. For what I expect out of Dak, I expect him to continue to spread this ball around, to get other people involved in this offense like he has been. I expect Ferguson to continue to be that anchor in the middle of the field because he's earned that spot, and he's shown why he should be starting in that spot and be getting the opportunities that he's getting. But I just feel like Dak is kind of showing everybody that, hey, man, you guys crowned a lot of these young guys really, really, really fast. And that's really what happened here, man, because there's a shift happening in the NFL right now. You are losing players that have played in this league for the last 20 years. And it is finally, like, with Aaron Rodgers going down essentially on the first play of the season, all of these guys are super young. And the only one that really sits at the top above everybody else, it truly is Patrick Mahomes, because what Patrick has been able to do with what they've put around him is absolutely incredible. And I know a lot of credit goes to Andy Reid, but this guy's number 1 receiver is a guy named Rashee Rice, and half of you don't even know who he is. Outside of Travis Kelce, there's not much else there. He's got Kadarius Toney, and this isn't about Patrick Mahomes, but I'm just saying, outside of him, all of these young guys, man, are kind of falling on their faces. I sat here and told you on the huddle at the beginning of this season the Bills were going to be a 500 team. Anybody want to tell me what their record is?
I believe they're 500, Luke.
Yeah, they're 5-5 through 10 weeks. Nailed that shit. Everybody told me they were a top 5 team. Josh Allen is the truth. You know what, man? If Josh Allen is the truth, why is his number 1 receiver one out of town?
I gotta dig that clip up, man. I remember you saying that.
I'm just saying, man. It's. There's a lot going on with these younger receivers, and I mean receivers, these quarterbacks, and it's like you crown them too quickly. Like beginning of this year, a lot of people, not y'all, but a lot of people would have told me Brock Purdy is better than Dak Prescott. Does he really look better than Dak Prescott now through 11 weeks, through 10 weeks? I don't think so.
Rui, I'm glad you brought that up, bro, because me and a buddy, we were out at the cigar bar last night, and of course, we always talking football. And he said, man, you know what? If I was a Niner fan, I would love Dak Prescott on my team because I know I'm going to win the Super Bowl. He said, I know I'll win the Super Bowl. He said, Dak Prescott, it just because y'all know who I'm talking about. He's a Steeler fan. He said, man, he said, but when Tony Romo was playing, I wish Tony Romo was on the Steelers. He said, because we're just going to win the Super Bowl. He said it's always right place, right time. Okay, and we can attest that to Joshua Dobbs now. Going right places, right time. The man who's been released over and over, and I brought that up to him. I said, didn't the Steelers draft Joshua Dobbs and y'all let him go?
But you know what though? Yeah, no, go ahead.
But basically, what I'm saying is, I agree with you, Rue. I mean, a lot of people get a first impression of somebody, and they automatically think how people's career is going to end. Okay, and you never know, man. You got to let it play out. Man. So that's how I feel about old number 4, man. I don't think he's reached his prime yet. So if the man is,
I think we're starting to see it.
Yeah, I think he's getting there. Remember when Tony Romo said, man, when the game finally slowed down for him?
Yes.
He said,
this is what I feel like. This is that shift for him.
Yeah, so, when a quarterback get in that matrix or they get that tunnel, they know when you coming and how you coming, they're deadly, okay? But some quarterbacks pick it up faster than others. And I think old number 7 has finally got in that tunnel, in that area, where he can see it coming now.
Old number 4.
Old number 4.
Yeah.
The fact is, man, he's the senior in this league now. He really, especially on this side of the bracket, he is the senior. There's only him and Kirk Cousins and Derek Carr and Matthew Stafford.
Yeah.
Outside of them, those are the seniors.
1 or 2.
Huh?
Yeah.
I can't think of anybody else off the top of my head right now, but those 5 guys, including Dak, those are the seniors in this league. That's it. And when I'm looking at that list and then every young guy, bro, Dak is showing you that he's the best player in this league. And I know a lot of people that would be out there would point at Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts went to a Super Bowl. Jalen Hurts' Super Bowl run was one of the most perfect scenarios you could ever dream of having.
Exactly.
Dude, his rookie year or his second year is basically Dak's rookie year.
Yeah.
And I challenge any one of you. Well, Dak didn't go to a Super Bowl. Go look at that Green Bay game and tell me he didn't deserve to win that game, or at least do his job to win that game. Dak did everything he could to win that game as a rookie, in which, in my opinion, still, even to this day, I feel like Tony Romo was robbed of his chance of leading them through that playoff year, because that was truly his team and it should have been him doing it, because you were never going to do it with a rookie quarterback. But that's a conversation for another day. It's but it's like he still did his job that day. And that's the bottom line. He did what he had to do in that game. He played a good game. And you know what? You're playing Aaron Rodgers in Green Bay, and Mason Crosby's got a hell of a leg. It is what it is. Like, there's only so much you can do. And
those are those non-defense days.
Yeah, exactly. Tell me how poor you didn't have Trayvon Diggs in our secondary back then. You had guys like Brandon Clark. It wasn't like it is today. Our secondary used to be porous. Our secondary used to be the worst part of this defense. Our defense used to run through the linebackers.
What was that kid? What was the kid from LSU that we picked up?
Is
he still there? He's a bust.
Oh,
Claiborne.
Claiborne. The
Claiborne. Mo Claiborne. That's it.
Yeah, they traded up to get Claiborne too, and I thought he was going to be a great corner.
I did too. Damn it. I was like, Mo, let's go, Mo.
Hey, Armando, quit bringing up old shit. Anyway,
but I agree with you, because, bro, when they draft a corner, corner is my spot. I love corner. Like, I respect the hell. Corner is like one of the hardest damn things to play. You're on an island most of the time, especially if you're the one. And you gotta be able to react quick. There's not a lot of great corners in this league in its history, man. There's only a handful of guys that you can really point to that were like, that dude was a monster. That dude was like shut down corner. There's only so many islands out there. There ain't no chain of them motherfuckers.
Mm-hmm. All right, man. Well, we coming close to the end of the show, bro. Hey, let's do this, man. All right, what do we got here? Rue, what are your predictions? The score predictions of the game today in beautiful Charlotte, North Carolina, man. What you think, man? What the final score?
I think on the huddle, I said something along the lines of 34-14. But just thinking about really how after like now I'm into the game and I'm trying to figure out where I'm going to put everything. I really feel like running is going to be essential. So I'm going to go. I still think they put that 30 on them. 31-10. Cowboys dominate up front, take over the game, defensive score.
Now, I said on the huddle, I was being very facetious, but then I thought about it. I actually meant it. I said Cowboys 35-0. I'm changing it. Cowboys 35-3.
Give him the field goal. You get a field goal today.
They don't get a field. They'll get a field goal late. 21. What you got? What's your prediction of the game? 21.
First off, let me send a big shout out to the Cowboys huddle. Shout out my boy G, the number one Cowboy fan, my boy Rue. But all of us, man, in the Cowboys huddle, man. I wasn't able to make it. Your boy was in Vegas, but so we are on the Three Amigos, Coffee and Cowboys, baby. And my prediction, I'm gonna, I've been doing 40 burgers, man. But it's like, these Cowboys, I'm really confident today, but I'm gonna sound today. I'm staying in the 30s. I'm gonna Price is Right rule right now. I'm gonna say 33-7 Cowboys, man.
33-7. All right, man.
I like it.
So Cowboy fans, look, man, 12 o'clock kick, man. Hey, y'all had to go to Sunday school early, man. We had to jump on here early, man, that we can talk about these Cowboys. Unfortunately, it won't be a post-game show because the big fella's not going to watch it in the cave today. He's actually going to a bar I was invited to watch with other fans. So, nice. I'm going to go talk a little hoorah, a little choo-choo-choo, and, while we dust up on these damn hated Carolina Panthers. But, man, y'all, hey, everybody, man, thanks for joining us, man. Hey, like us, subscribe us, man. We're trying to build this up, man. This is every Sunday morning before the Cowboys, man. We have Coffee with the Cowboys, the Three Amigos show. Get well soon, Mikey, man. His voice was out. That's why he really couldn't make it. Hey, we appreciate you, Root, jumping in, man. Covering for the man from Arizona, man. He excited too about his Bearcats. But one last thing before I go. Go Jim Blue. 1,000 wins. The greatest college football team of all time.
I didn't know y'all were the first to 1,000. You're the first to 1,000.
Yes, sir.
That's crazy. Who's second? That's what I want to know. Who chasing you?
Where's the game next year?
Crap.
Is it the game next year? Is it in Texas or is it over there?
No, when we play Texas,
it's in Ann Arbor.
It's gonna be in Ann Arbor. Yeah, we all going, man. We gotta go. We're gonna have to have.
I gotta go to that, man. I've never been to Ann Arbor before.
Hey, I will tell you, Ann Arbor is something special, man. I know we're going over, but let me tell you about Ann Arbor, man. Ann Arbor is a small little town. It's a pretty scenic town, okay? Wow. Old-fashioned houses, Victorian-looking houses and everything. And then you walking through the streets and all of a sudden it just come out of nowhere, this big ass stadium. You was like, oh my God, okay, with M's everywhere, but you still don't get the effect yet, because when you walk in, you're literally walking in on ground level, but the big house goes straight down, okay? So when you get in there, man, every seat is an advantage. I mean, there's no bad seat in the place. I was literally sitting on the last row in the end zone, and I thought I had the greatest seats ever. I could see everything just perfect. And then you look over the railing, and the people are walking like, here's the railing, and people are walking like this. That's how low the stadium is, okay?
I'm about to say, y'all are right on the field.
Yeah, like, it's literally, yeah. So, but no, the then afterwards, man, because you can park in people's yards and things, and it's a real community there. And but one thing about it though, I had to warn y'all now, okay? Uh-oh. They don't sell alcohol in the big house. You gotta drink. You gotta drink before you get in there.
You know what's funny? Hey, when Alabama came to Texas, we ran out of water before we ran out of alcohol in there.
Exactly.
They were like, where the water at, man? It's like 110 degrees. Where the water? He said, I got beer. I'm like, you motherfucker.
But all right, man.
Not what I asked for.
I appreciate y'all, man. Thanks for joining us. Peace out.
Bro, Peaches Cowboys.
Udo Peaches Cowboys. Let's go.